Hi, thanks for tuning in. I guess it's a bit of a different video, so that's why I was talking on it for starters. If you've watched anything else that I've done, you've seen that mainly what I've been doing is recreating some classic dance tracks on the Novation Circuit Tracks. And the most recent one I did was Swedish House Mafia's track called One, which, if you've ever seen the video for that, it at least implies that the track starts off as a bass drum, which gradually speeds up and then becomes the first bass notes. And if that doesn't make any sense, I'll pause. I'll put the link below for the actual video. Go and watch that, and then I'll be here when you come back. Okay. All right. You didn't actually go, did you? But anyway, look. If you did and you made it back past all the gear videos and puppy and kitten videos, then thanks for coming back. I guess probably also I should put a couple of disclaimers. So apologies, this isn't a piece of music. Let's call this an extreme sonic experiment, and let's class this as science. So if you see this guy in the background, then it probably means that it's either I'm doing a cover of the Doctor Who theme or it's a sciencey video, and we'll call these the Dr. Guinan videos rather than the main channel. But yeah, anyway, look, if this is of interest to you, then please stick around. I've no problem if you want to go elsewhere and watch something else. Okay, second disclaimer is we're going to be playing some bass drum samples very fast, and that's very energetic. If you had your speakers too loud or your headphones too loud, we could either blow up your speakers, maybe damage your hearing, and neither of those would be a good thing. And I guess also I haven't really tried this properly yet, so I don't know what the tracks is going to do. Let's hope I don't destroy my tracks in the process, otherwise I'll be shopping for another one. And you can see lurking in the background there is my circuit rhythm. If we come up with anything that even sounds like it could play a bass line, we'll sample it into that, and we'll give it a go at playing one. Okay, right, let's start off. So first off, standard default rate is tempo is 120 beats per minute, and I guess, you know, if we think most audio frequencies are classed as beats per second, so they're measured in hertz, and that's what hertz means. And whereas on this we've got a range of 40 beats per minute going all the way up to 240 beats per minute. And I guess if you're writing songs at that speed, huge respect to you, and I'm sure you're running out of pattern memory very quickly or writing very short songs. But, you know, that in terms of hertz, if we said that's 0.67 hertz going all the way up to 4 hertz, if we're expressing it as frequency. So if I do a straightforward 4 on the floor type pattern, and we're at 240 hertz, 240 beats per minute, then essentially we're getting 4 hertz there. So we've got quite a long way to go to get it to what we'd normally think of as bass frequencies. A bass guitar is about 40 hertz. The low notes of a piano are about 27 hertz. So we've got to increase the frequency somehow. And I guess the way to do that, and I have programmed in some patterns, is to gradually increase the pattern speed. So if I do increase the number of beats, we can get ourselves up to 4 hertz. I could then fill in all those beats and get it higher. I guess the other thing I should say is that you can hear on a traditional drum machine, bass drum, there's a little pulse of noise that does the click at the start, and if you listen carefully, there's a pitched bit afterwards. Well, what I've actually done is edited a bass drum sample and taken away the pitch bit afterwards. So apologies if that's a bit quiet, but if I then put in the next pattern where I'm filling every step of the pattern, so we're up to basically 16 beats in the pattern. So if we play those at 240, then we're now at 8 hertz. I might just risk it going a little bit louder on there. Okay, so we're getting there, aren't we? So now, how are we going to get it faster than that? Because we've filled up all the patterns, we're at maximum tempo. The trick there is to use one of the other features that the circuit has, which if you press the gate button here twice, for each of these slots, it actually shows the 6 hidden micro steps that are behind each step of the pattern. And so what I've done is in each of those, I've put 2 beats for each one. So that takes us up to 32 beats for the whole bar. And if I play that, well, let's do it properly now. Let's start from 40. Let's hear what it sounds like. So we'll gradually increase it up, Swedish House Mafia style. Okay, I think we're in roughly the right kind of ballpark there. So let's go one step further and see if we can put more beats. So let's try it with 3 beats for every step. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, so that's taking us to 24 hertz now. So we're only just short of that low piano note. So let's go the whole way. The next pattern that I pre-programmed, which you can see what I've actually done there is filled each step, and you can hear that's playing at 240. If I take the tempo down, do it again. Oops. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. That's not too far off. What I am hearing is just some slight irregularity of it. I guess once I start increasing the frequency, if you listen carefully, you'll hear there's a bit of variation in it. Now, what that might be is the circuit tracks is working so fast that maybe it's just picking it's not quite picking the beginning of the sample each time because it is such a short sample. So I'll play it again. Okay, so if my maths is right, and we're doing 6 beats for every step, 240 beats per minute, that's taking us up to 42 hertz, so we're actually in bass guitar range there. So let's try loading it into the circuit rhythm as a sample, and we'll see if we can play a tune on it. Okay, so now I've got the two machines set up. The output from the tracks is going to the input of the circuit rhythm. We're hearing the output from the circuit rhythm here. So let's try and record a sample. I've got it set up in threshold record, so it'll start recording when it hears the sound. And I think maybe I might just, rather than going right up to the top of the range, to the 42 hertz, let's pick something that maybe is a bit more in the same range as the beginning of the one track. Okay, right, here goes. So if I'm arm that to record, let's take it down to 40 and let's go. Okay. And let's try and get a clean bit of that. So if I take away, if I move the start point, what I'm doing is shifting along the sample to, so we're only listening to the later part of it. And I can even shorten it as well so that we only need a little piece, maybe even less than that. Okay, so if I save that, we've basically now got a sample that I should be able to play back. So what? Okay, you can see I've forgotten how to play it, so I think that is close enough. Dodgy playing aside, I think we've got about as near as we're going to get for now. I'm sure with some fine tuning of the sample, we probably could get it sounding more like it. So I think the answer to the question, can the circuit tracks do the beginning of one, is a partial yes. With some trial and error, perhaps we could get closer to it. We haven't broken anything along the way. Hopefully your speakers haven't blown up, and basically I've done this so you don't have to. So if you've made it to the end, thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned, because I do intend in this section sticking up some other videos, hopefully that explain how I've been able to do some of the things that I've managed to squeeze out of the circuit tracks. So till next time, have fun, take care, bye.